So I know most of you are probably going to be asking, like, geez, Rennick's grooming habits have gotten a little tattered. And that's true. I have been, if somebody tells you that this yard cart sign business isn't work, then they're lying to you. And they have somebody else doing all their work for them. And they have so much money that they can pay somebody to do that it doesn't matter to them. And that's all right. So I wanted to just take a couple seconds as I adjust this, because I'm driving in the car, but so I want to just bring up the point about automation and how it's completely revolutionized our business from a technology standpoint. Not just my business, every business. Think about what happens when you go to Amazon. Think about what happens when you go anywhere, right? There's all this process that's baked in, and it's all around technology. And listen, I'm all for it. I think it's great, and I think it has an epic purpose in just about every single business application that you could probably think of, right? You know, I think of like Salesforce.com. I think of even like Square and whatnot. But one of the things that I noticed about, and even I have some automation, all right, as far as people filling out reservation request forms. But one of the things that I noticed that I think is so important, and every single business is getting away from it. And I think personally, for me and my business, it's absolutely critical, like vital. You know, it's like air, okay? So I think that everybody, which includes me and which includes you, okay, at some time during your process of renting a sign to anyone, you have to have a conversation with them. You have to talk to them, all right? I don't know what it is, but over the course of the last 6 weeks, on every single review that I've gotten, okay, maybe 80% of the reviews, great communication is one of the, either is the highlight of the review or one aspect of the review. And I over communicate, and I don't think that that's a bad thing, right? Because a couple things. People are so used to automation that when you get back to them quickly, or you let them know that you're outside and that you're going to be installing, and is Frankie asleep or is he up, right? Like, they're baffled by it. They're not used to it. They're just not. And let me tell you what the benefit has been for communicating with people. They talk about it. They tell all their friends. They say, gosh, you know, Rennick and the general, I spoke to the general the other day, and she really wanted to know what kind of colors my daughter wanted for her sign. And we write down teal and green, or we write down something. It's these little extra things that I know most franchises aren't doing right now. And if you're a franchise owner and you have an automated process, what I've been hearing from the people that I've connected with who have called the top 3 franchises that are owned by people in the local market, none of them get back to them. And if they do, it's telling them that they can't help them. So they get an automated email saying, sorry, we're booked, or sorry, we're booked, we can't help you, okay? And then if someone's looking to go and start a franchise with all the top 3 franchises, nobody's getting back to them either. I reached out to Sign Gypsies. It took them a month for them to get back to me. That's a problem. Let me just say this. That's not the type of business that I want to run, okay? And if you're watching this and you're doing this on your own, I'm going to recommend to you that that's not the way you run your business, okay? It's a bad idea. You have to be different. You have to be. And communicating with people in some capacity is going to be the difference of whether or not that person refers you to somebody or that person uses you again, okay? And when you talk to people, especially in the local community, and they know that you're a locally owned business, all of them have said, I want to support local businesses. You know, whether it be mine, whether it be somebody else's. People are starving for that. They're starving for it. So give it to them. Is this secret sauce information? Is this the kind of stuff that, you know, I should charge $1,000 a minute to offer? Fuck yeah, it is. But you know what? Use it. Why? Because you're starting your own business and you're not going with a franchise. Or you are. Break the mold. Don't do what you're told. Be different. And communicate with people. My dad would always tell me whenever we were in the car driving somewhere, Rennick, I want you to be friendly, but not familiar. And it's true, right? Treat people with respect. I'm getting in the habit of when I text somebody, especially down here, down south, instead of saying, hi, Julie, this is, Rennick from Sign Fairies, it's good morning, Miss Julie. Right? It's 3 extra characters. But women love that stuff. I think they do. I know I feel gooder Yeah. I feel gooder. I feel better when someone says Mr. Morris or yes, sir. I mean, that's old school stuff. And I like that. I'm an old school guy in a lot of ways. So I wanted to tell you that the byproduct of communicating with people has got me an interview with another private face group page that someone has started in the local community that's interviewing local community businesses. A lot of them have to be restaurants. Some of them are other ones, right? But my guys, there's like-minded people out there trying to do the right thing. And you got to capitalize on it. You got to. And listen, here's the other tidbit of information that you got to do, okay? You want to be the first one to do it. So if you got a competitor in your local market that just either started up or started a franchise, man, you be the first one to reach out to them and say, hey, congratulations, Betty. I'm so glad that you're jumping into our industry. I think it's booming. And I wanted to reach out and see whether or not you would be open to having a conversation about referrals. Because in some cases, Betty, I have to tell my customer no. And instead of hanging up the phone, I'd like to refer them to you. And if you're open to that, then let's reciprocate. Let's work together. Let's support the community in that way. People are terrified of that conversation. And you be the one in front of that. Okay? Offense. Run down the field. Throw the ball. Okay? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But communication, human interaction, is a valuable component that we are, in my opinion, losing. And in this business, that's service. Talk to people, guys. Ask them questions about their family. Talk to them about what they're going through during the COVID virus. Ask them how frustrated you've been being at home with your kids and having to teach them and learn how to navigate Zoom and what all that means, right? Misery loves company, but you be the positive to how your business has helped promote community, unity in your community. Man, that's just so vital. And maybe I'm stupid for telling you. Shame on me. But I'll be all right. You want to know why? Because I do that. And I make a difference. Because I want to. You want to know why? Hashtag it matters. Get after it.